I would agree with him in this sense, that I do not prescribe any moral onus against it. What I'm saying is, do whatever you want to do, but accept the consequences that come with it. And
well, you're not answering the question about the golden retriever, and I'm not...
No, I don't. I believe bestiality is as repugnant to me as it is to you, but not for moral reasons, but because of natural reasons.
But earlier you said we're all animals. I mean, an animal's an animal.
Well,
so
animals,
what's the difference?
animals don't breed.
A wouldn't mate with a Siamese cat.
Yeah, only humans.
So neither would a human
only
and a golden
humans
retriever.
are so neurotic that they break the natural law.
Without getting too intellectual here, you do have some
yes, I have a strong
differentiation.
See, that's something
that in effect you're not willing to call morals, but in effect places you as a human animal on a higher rung of evolution's ladder, giving you certain priorities over what you do to the rest.
No, absolutely not. In fact, I believe that animals should be protected by humans, as it is our duty as the inheritors of the earth to protect the ecology, to protect wildlife, and satanic ecology is forefront on our agenda. We need to protect the earth that we live on and our natural environment.
Let's talk about a worship service. Okay, you have sexual rituals, compassionate rituals, and destructive rituals.
And many more. Those are three.
Well, those are the three main ones Anton talks about.
In the Satanic Bible.
Zena, these are the three put forth in the Satanic Bible. Describe them. Destruction ritual. What is a destruction ritual?
Well, we believe in vengeance. We don't believe in turning the other cheek. You keep turning the other cheek and you run out of cheeks. We feel that if you are wronged in some way, that you take it out with the person responsible, whether that's directly or indirectly, whether that's actually going to the person and addressing the problem or the issue specifically, or whether it's working it out through ritual.
May I ask, before you go on, have you never had an experience in your life, I certainly have, where I felt I was wronged by someone else, only as I matured later in life to discover, in fact, that in that circumstance I was the one who was wrong, and it was my own selfish ego that placed upon it the imprimatur of saying I was wrong. So that, but what I'm saying is, if you claim the right to get even with anyone at any time, what if you're wrong? What if you do a destruction ritual?
Well, how do you know that you were wrong?
And what's wrong with your selfish ego? I would think your selfish ego is a healthier gauge of reality than some moral system found in a 2,000-year-old book.
I would think it's very blinding, because in fact,
by instinct, how could that be blinding?
We're getting back to our animal natures. We are beasts, and we decide from gut instinct whether we have been wronged or not.
Excuse me, you've never done, Zena, you've never done anything wrong and thought you were right?
Let's back up even further. Maybe if what you were experiencing was some youthful ego thing that you think you were wrong, what about infants that are passed from one relative to another and they're fine, and they get to one person and they just start screaming, and there's something there that's wrong, and an infant can sense it. Is that infant reacting wrong? Is that a wrong reaction? Well, I would say that on a much more simplistic level, that is the way we react. If we instinctively feel that something's not right, we have to go by gut intuition.
What if you're wrong? What if you're wrong?
What is wrong and right? And in our case, we are making up our reality. We decide what's right and wrong. You are letting the Bible or Jesus Christ or whatever God may be
even common sense. I mean, even leaving God out of it, to suggest that you can make up your own reality, my goodness, that's what they did in Tiananmen Square. That's what they did in Germany in 1933. I mean,
and that's what they're doing in America in
These are examples of people who created their own reality.
Everyone creates their own reality. The thing is, you speak for a consensus of reality which is acceptable. We speak for one which at this point in history is not acceptable. Well, so it's just a question of who manipulates the media, who has the most money to put their reality forth.
Would you pardon me saying that I find a world in which your ability to conjure your own reality as you perceive it to be a very frightening world for people like me, because you see, I'm guided by some codified rules that tell me what is right and wrong. In your world, I'm not so sure I would feel very safe.
Well,
you would see that's your
maybe-
problem. You have, in the satanic world of the future, Christian churches will be allowed to continue because they pose no threat to us. We don't need Christianity. Christianity needs us.
Sure.
So we'll let it...
Christianity is
Sure.
built on
Tell that to
fear.
the Jews in the Warsaw Ghetto. Why, we're not going to put you in gas ovens. We're not going to kill you. We just want you to wear an armband
no, I'm not
for
saying
now.
that.
I mean,
On
we
the-
just want you...
No.
But
I'm not saying
Hitler-
I'm a humanitarian.
Hitler-
Don't try to whitewash
Hitler
me.
created a reality. Was it evil?
Hitler was a masterful black magician, of course. He created a reality. Was it evil? I'm telling you that I don't believe in good and evil, and nor can anyone decide what is good and evil. It's all based on historical and cultural values. In my point of view, the Christian religion is evil, in quotes, because it is negative.
Nicholas, I'm not a Jewish survivor of Buchenwald sitting here with a number tattooed on my arm. If I were, frankly, I'd be incensed. I'd be outraged that you suggest...
Well, they are
outraged at a lot of
incensed and
things,
outraged. They're incensed and outraged.
You're not willing to
every
say
day.
Hitler was evil.
Absolutely not, because I'm not
What-
going to
what
bow down to
purpose
your
would
level
that
of
serve?
good and evil. That's so primitive.
Pardon?
I'm telling the
What
human
purpose
race.
would that serve? You want us to give you these lines.
I'm
that have
telling you,
been
you
fed
have to decide
us.
for yourself.
No,
If
no,
you-
no, no,
you
I'm asking,
examine
I'm
history-
asking for parrots.
You want rules.
No, you do.
You want rules.
No, I'm asking you just a fundamental question of social colloquy in regards to how human beings treat one another. And I-
100 years ago, Napoleon was considered the devil incarnate, the most evil person who ever lived. Now he's forgotten. Everything changes with cultural tides. Morals change with the weather.
Well,
You
now-
can't say something is good or evil. You can only look at human behavior from a realistic perspective.
Well,
So
yes,
if you
yes.
really want to look at what is evil, the book that you have sitting right there is probably the prescription for
The
more
Bible?
evil.
The Holy Bible.
That's right.
And
has
and if you can
caused
tell me
more
this is untrue,
bloodshed
tell me.
throughout history.
Exactly.
In the name of
More people have
Christianity.
died because of the Christian church in the past 2,000 years of its
Was
dominance.
the Spanish Inquisition
Well,
evil?
hang on. You
And
got
I'm
off
not saying
Hitler
there's-
here. You sidestepped Hitler.
No, let's talk
Oh,
about
okay.
Hitler.
Let's
Whatever you want to talk about.
We'll talk about this in a second.
Let's talk about the Bible. Let's
Fine,
talk about
let's-
Hitler. Let's
but
talk
let's-
about everything.
I don't want to
And
misquote
why-
you. In
but also
fairness
I
to
think
you,
it's interesting. Why do we focus so much on Hitler?
Why are you so fascinated with sex and
I think
Hitler?
this is
and-
very
I'm not
interesting.
fascinated with
But
sex,
these
and
are
I'm
the
not
things that you-
fascinated with Hitler. No, I'm not.
Because
sir.
you keep bringing up
No,
the
no, 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 no.
Holocaust
See,
and the
these wouldn't
survival.
be
I'm
a-
sorry,
These are
but
juicy
those
topics for you to address.
those types
And
of,
so is Satanism.
of ad hominem arguments really don't make it in a debate. Okay, I mean that's that's intellectually
Well, what-
dishonest, and you're a brilliant man, and even you know that.
What do you want to get
What
at
I'm
then?
asking
What's the
you-
issue of
well,
our debate?
the issue is, and I'm wanting to be fair to you. I'm not
Well,
wanting
I-
to put words in your mouth or misquote you. You're saying, are you then saying that what Hitler did to 6 million Jews cannot be morally quantified and called evil? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely not, nor can any act of any human being or animal be judged good or evil. There is
You
no
agree
such
with that,
thing as
Tina?
good or
Yes,
evil.
I agree with that, because if you look at every war